Now, let's be real. We all have experienced that one type of motivation that makes us set up a 5 a.m. alarm just to wake up and snooze till 10. And have you ever felt that one type of motivation that you randomly get which helps you get things done to a great extent, but it costs you 1 week of laziness? If you are like this, then just hear me out. Look, motivation isn't entirely bad, but if you're clinging on it, it will show its true colors and will make you fall pretty hard. Think of motivation as that one friend that plans out stuff but disappears at the last moment. When you're high on motivation, it makes you plan unrealistic things like I'll study non-stop for 10 hours, even if you're not capable of studying 2 hours. When people in reality try to match that wave, they often end up failing, which in turn makes them feel bad about themselves. Now, this is something we don't want to happen. So you may ask now, motivation is bad now, huh? So what can I do? It's pretty easy. Imagine this. You are in a room at 20 degrees Celsius. You take out an ice cube and place it on the table, and you slowly increase the temperature of the room by a single degree. 21, 22, 23. Nothing changes. But when you get to 30 degrees Celsius, slowly the ice starts melting. It wasn't that 1 degree that did it. It was the combined efforts of many other degrees. That is, it was combined effort of many small unnoticed efforts. Instead of doing tremendous amount of work, which motivation makes you do all at once, you just have to do tiny bits of work every day. And slowly, like a snail, compound it over time. Now, a system is a vehicle that will get you to your desired location. But what's the use of the vehicle if you don't know where you are going? That's where goals come in. First, find out what your destination is, what your goal is. Is it to be a doctor, an engineer, or a lawyer? It can be anything. Now, once you have found it, you have to drive till there with your vehicle. That is systems. Now, the best way to understand system is by understanding this. Imagine this. You have a goal to read more books and you say, I want to read more books. Sounds vague, right? Now, what if you place a book just beside your bed and read 5 pages before sleeping? The tables turn right. These are systems. They reduce the fatigue that comes while making decisions. You don't wake up every morning wondering what to do, why to do. Your brain already gets you doing things without your resistance, like brushing your teeth, etc. For me, building a system meant fixing 3 things. Firstly, I had a habit of watching YouTube till late night. I know many of you all have the same habit, right? But this impacted the quality of my sleep, which in return affected my productivity throughout the day. So what did I do? I stopped using phone after dinner. That's it. That one simple thing. I knew if I stayed on the phone post dinner, I'd fall into the rabbit hole of YouTube shorts and random videos. And the next thing you know, it's 1 a.m. Cutting that phone really improved my sleep. And when your sleep is sorted, your day becomes good. Secondly, I was getting distracted and was not able to focus on studies for longer periods. So I started doing 15 minutes of meditation a day. It made me aware when I was losing focus and it helped me study for longer hours. And thirdly, after eating lunch, I used to feel lazy. Since I felt lazy, I used to start binge watching content. Man, this loophole, it's very dangerous. You just time travel 3 hours into the future. You think I'll just watch one video, boom, and that's evening, and you have done nothing. I fixed this by eliminating the use of phone after lunch. I gave the remaining time to hone my hobbies or just relax in a better way, like take a walk, read some book. This small change gave me 2-3 hours every day. And through the process, I have learned 3 things that will make systems even easier for you. First, start small. When you're creating a system for a particular habit, keep the start so small that even you get anxiety by looking at it. You can slowly increase it over time. Because if you get overconfident here and make a big start, it's more likely that you won't be able to sustain it. Because laziness and procrastination will get the better of you. Second, attach it to an existing habit. For example, if you already have a habit of brushing your teeth before bed, then you can simply modify it and do your habit right after you brush your teeth. This naturally removes friction between you and your new forming habit and makes the system feel effortless. Third, make the environment support the system. Now, this is a mistake made by many people. People subconsciously throw keys on the table, scatter random papers, entangle the whole table in wires, and make a whole mess of the table. Now, when you sit in front of a desk to work or to study, And if you see your desk in that condition, will you really feel like studying? No, right? So keep your workspace clean. Or the other thing you can do is change your workplace if you can. Go and sit in a park, a library, or a place where your mind feels at peace. Now, this is the most important thing that you must be wary of. Remove any distractions that affect your productivity. I am mainly talking about your phone here. If you don't need your phone while working, then go keep it in another room. If you need it, then just put your phone on silent or keep it on DND and put all your attention on one task. And if you complete the systems you planned, then celebrate it, treat yourself, but just don't go overboard. If you really find this video helpful, then do consider subscribing and share this video with that friend of yours that waits for the perfect time to start anything. That's it for today. Catch you on the next one.